Hey queens, what's good, what's popping, and today I'm going to be doing a diversity Q&A. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for so long just because diversity is my passion. After all, I've got the merch, big up Born Ready. Yesterday I did that question thing on my Instagram and I got so many responses. I can't wait to go through them and let's get into this video. First question, was my reaction fake when I met Perry? And I can 100% promise you it was not. When I was with him, it just felt so natural. Him and Jordan just made me feel so at ease and the conversation flowed easily. I don't really feel like you could fake a reaction like that. I literally was about to cry. So no, I promise you it wasn't. Next question was what I was asking a lot of people that had already gone to the meet and greets because I didn't know whether to invest in Born Ready tickets. And that was, how much are the tickets and is the price worth it? / how long do you get to spend with each member? So the meet and greet tickets are £125 each plus £10 insurance, and wow, I mean, it is a lot of money, but I don't think memories come at a price, and for me that was one of the best days of my life. I'm always going to remember it. Diversity hosted such a good show with the best entertainment, so personally I would say it is worth it. But it depends on how much of a fan you are. If you barely even remember their names, I personally wouldn't invest in it. But if this has been like your lifelong dream, I definitely would get the tickets because no matter how expensive they are, like say if you're a diehard fan like me, the diversity tickets were Christmas and a birthday present kind of. So I would definitely recommend. And for how long you get with them. So for the main people like Jordan and Perry, I spent about 2.5 minutes with them. With Ash, I spent about 2 minutes, and that's all including pictures. So you kind of need to get your questions straight and the poses that you want because you don't want to waste any time. Next is thoughts on Perry on Celebs Go Dating. So as a lot of you will probably know, I have the biggest crush on Perry ever. Like, he is hot to trot. I think it was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, Perry went on Celebs Go Dating, which is like a series where celebrities just go dating. It's pretty self-explanatory. And Perry was kind of awkward, like he'd never been on a date before. He was super cute. And the entire time I was watching the series, I was basically just imagining that I was one of the girls that he was on a date with. That might sound a bit creepy, but I love him. Next question was what was it like meeting diversity? Was it awkward? So I've got mixed opinions on this. So meeting diversity was the best experience of my life. I cannot wait to do it again next year and connected. But with certain members of the group, like you know how it was laid out. So Ash was at the start, was not awkward at all. Then it was Jordan Perry, not at all. The only people that it did get a bit awkward with was Mini Jordan, Theo and Adam, and I think that was just because they were young and they've never really done something like this before, so they are probably a bit unexperienced compared to the others. So in the future, for next year, I will definitely be bringing like questions when I go speak to them because I won't want to like recreate it. Next is what did you think of Perry on Dancing on Ice? Oh my gosh, I miss Dancing on Ice so freaking much. I just remember on a Sunday evening going down and watching him. It was the best. Every time I watched him, it just gave me so much inspiration because you could just see his progress from day one to the end, and I'm so happy that he made it to the final. I actually did try to get tickets to see him, but it didn't really work. I don't know why. Personally, I feel like he should have won the series, but I was so happy for Joe because he was just so funny, and I feel like Perry made loads of great friendships off there. Next is how do you make yourself stand out at a meet and greet? Love you, by the way. I really want to meet DV. So, as corny as it sounds, I would literally just say, be yourself. There is no other you in this world. Also, diversity will make you feel so at ease that you will just come out of your shell naturally. It won't be like a forced thing at all. I promise it won't be awkward. And since you really want to meet DV, and this could be the first time, you will... I can't even explain what the feeling feels like when you first meet them. It was amazing and I would do anything to go back. Next is what was my favourite dance that Perry did on Dancing on Ice, and mine is the Lion King one that he did. I think it was his second dance, and nobody ever spoke about this, and I was so shocked because I found it so creative. Vanessa's choreography was insane throughout, and of course I loved the backflip. That was insane. I rewatched it so many times, and I love the way that he just gave Ash a fist bump. It was hilarious. Next is how did I find out about diversity, and this is actually a really interesting story. So in 2009, diversity was formed. Well, they were formed before then, but they won Britain's Got Talent then. and I never actually watched it live. I was only 4 years old at the time, so Britain's Got Talent wasn't really the thing that I was watching. I was more watching like Teletubbies and that. But when I was 7 years old, I remember coming home and seeing Ashley on the judges panel on Got to Dance, I think I remember. And then I think like 2 years later, Joran and Perry started a show on Nickelodeon, which was what I watched a lot when I was 9 years old. And that was called Block Party. And oh my gosh, I used to cry because I used to want Perry's hair so much. So that's sort of where the crush started, but I don't think I loved him. I think I just loved his hair. And sadly, after the Block Party series just finished, I completely forgot about them. But it was in 2017 that all of a sudden I was just sitting on my bed. And then I just like, wait a second, what happened to those guys? So I like tried to search it up on Instagram, and then I found Perry. And I was taken away. I just remember scrolling on his Instagram page for hours and just analysing every single pic because I fell in love with him, and that was when my crush formed. So this is sort of a mix between two questions, and it's wrote this question, when was your first time watching the DV Boys live, and Diversity Squad, favourite DV dance tour, love your channel. Thank you. So my first time watching the boys live was in 2018, October 27th, I do believe, and that was Ignite. I absolutely adored Ignite, it was amazing. And then the second time I watched them was obviously Born Ready, so I've only been to 2 tours, and my favourite one, I've actually got this. Just casually pull that out. And for my favourite one, I literally could not decide. I'm just gonna put this down for a sec. So with Ignite, it was my first ever tour, and seeing the boys live was the most spectacular feeling ever. I felt flipping fabulous. But for the Born Ready tour, there was a lot of heart and thought into everything. My favourite one would sort of be a combination between both. I love the Diversity Born Ready meet and greet experience, so it would be meet and greet from Born Ready, but the feeling of seeing them for the first time ever from Ignite. Next is So Hush, least favourite member. I could never ever answer that because it's like having kids. You can't like say which one's your least favourite. Not that Diversity are my children. Obviously there are some members that I don't know as well because I haven't been a massive fan of them, but I just love all of them. As a group, they're just one big happy family, and I love that. They are bringing such positive vibes, even from their merch or to making 20DV, which is a site that they run for free. They are the best people ever, and I could never say anything bad about any of them. Happy wanted to dance at Danceworks, and oh my gosh, probably one of my biggest dreams ever. Their studio is only about an hour drive away from me, so I'm definitely gonna do it, maybe for like in the summer or something, because they literally do open classes, which I think is so cool. The only thing I'd be scared about is just making myself look like an idiot because I am the worst dancer ever. But if I did do that, I would totally do a vlog of it so I could remember the day. But yeah, I would love to dance at Danceworks. By the way, Danceworks is the studio that Diversity dance at. So that wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a massive thumbs up. I can imagine that most people watching this are part of the Diversity fandom, so comment some more Diversity videos because I love doing these videos. Please make sure to subscribe down below. We've got a goal to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and you can make that a little bit more possible. Bye guys!